Good afternoon, people. She told my name is Bruno, and could you imagine that there is a devil on one of your ears and an angel in the other one? Have you ever felt that? Now, could you please imagine that there was never an angel and there's just a devil that is your own mind? And it's a very strange thing to feel, because it feels like you're being controlled. This is how I could explain these disorders in a simpler way, by giving you an example. Imagine you want to stay quiet, you want to sit down and pay attention on your class that has been given by the teacher, but you actually stand up, you move around, you mess around, you play around on every single centimeter of the room. And you are actually messing around with everyone, and trust me, they do not like it. Sometimes you are able to feel it, sometimes you don't. But they will eventually show up, and things will start making sense to you on why you do those things, why you can't pay attention on your classes or things like that. These disorders can make you a lot of emotional. You can have eating disorders, personality changes. Your body language can change a lot. You can have anxiety crisis, and you can get a lot of shy and nervous. So, personally have those disorders, and for once I cried a lot for the simplest of things. One time, my stepfather gave me a little toy that I've eventually lost, and I've cried for 3 long days just about the simple toy. That was no much big of a deal. I stopped eating for lots of weeks. I've lost in 1 week 5 pounds. I changed my personality, the way that I talk to people. I changed my body language, and I've hurt my family and friends with my thoughts that have changed. I have memories from like months ago of like barbecues that had happened, and I start crying because of it, because I know that maybe it can never happen again. And coming back with the crying thing, I get anxiety because of it. I get shy and nervous. I get sad, and I eventually isolated myself in my bedroom for a long time, and I just got out to eat and drink, and I felt bad of isolating myself for my family and friends, because I was not a lot of sociable. And now I want to tell you about a place that I go when I've lost all my focus. It's like going to a whole nother world. When I've lost all my focus, I'm like with eyes wide open. I can hear things, but that's just my body. My mind is in another place. This is the white space. And it's a place with just white and blank, where it's just you there, and you just can't hear nothing. There's just silence. And it's breakable with just one word, calling your name, and you come back to reality. It feels like you are a robot, because it's like you deactivate. You are still there, but you stop doing everything you were doing. You are in a whole nother place. So, let me tell you about some good sides of the disorders, because everything has a great side, right? So ADHD, people with ADHD are creative, have empathy, have spontaneity and tenacity. People with ODD are promoters of personal growth, trailblazers, are determined and creative. People with OCD are attentive and have good attention to details. But at the end, they are disorders. Try to understand if you have it. If you have the curiosity to understand if you have it, go to a psychologist, a psychiatric, and if you have it, search for it, try to understand it, to have a better knowing of your mind and and your actions. And try to understand too if your case is medication case, but if you don't, remember, nothing can change you. You are unique, you are yourself at all costs. Thank you and good afternoon.